My spirit, and at least my body. My spirit, at least my body. At least my body got to be where my spirit is. Somebody said like this: your body's here with me, but see that's not in harmony. That's not in sync. So now I got to bring at least 2 of the 3. See, the problem with most of us is we got 1 of the 3. Oh, come on, y'all. We only got 1 of the 3. But harmony requires, I can't have harmony with 1 note. I need at least 2 notes to have harmony. Harmony with the will of God. But it is a whole lot easier to define than it is to develop. Can I say that again? Self-control, Remus, is a whole lot easier to define, Carla, than it is to develop. Paul said, I want to do it, but I can't. James say, you know what? This little thing right here, this little thing right here, this, you can't even control something in your mouth. Ooh, why you look at Remus? Why you look at Remus when I said that? Why you look at Remus like that? She cut her eyes at Remus. But Remus in the world, he ain't paying no mind. I got you, Remus. That's right. Right here, buddy. We can't control. We can't control our tongue. James said it's an unruly member. It's hard to do. And sometimes y'all know there are things y'all, and you know what? Here's how we do. Oop. That's come on. That slipped out. You don't even really slip out. You really know it's been in there all along. See, all you needed was an opportunity. Oh, come on. Come on. Y'all don't talk. All you need was an opportunity to let it out. Old preacher said back in older days, they didn't sing by notes. They sung by letter. Whatever came up, we let her out. Sometimes that's how we do, because we lack self-control. Y'all follow me so far? If I limit myself to 1 Lay's potato chip, then I'm a good person. Y'all know the slogan? You can't eat just 1. You just can't eat just 1 Lay's potato chip. But if I limit myself to just 1 Lay's, Lance, then I'm a good person. If I deprive myself of the things that I desire and walk around like a tightly wound clock, then I'm exhibiting self-control. So tight. And the very notion of self-control places all the focus on the self. Y'all catching this? On me. So when I screw up and give into temptation, it simply reinforces the notion that I can't really control myself. So many people reach this point and either give up altogether, beat themselves up, scramble madly to find the easiest way to help. See, that's the part that gets us in trouble. The help ourselves. Because even though we fasted together and we ask God to do some stuff for us, Leechers, when we scrambling, when we out of control, now we're trying to help ourselves. But look at someone besides the neighbor. God don't need no help. No, come on, tell me. You're the one who needs some help. Y'all got to understand this now, because, see, there's this thing that gets us in trouble when we try to help ourselves. Because now when we try to help ourselves, that's the point that we think that we got it all figured out. God didn't do it yet, so I'm going to do it for him. or any number of things. We need a better definition of this self-control thing. Here it is in Proverbs, in proverb form. It says, better is a patient person than a warrior, one with self-control than one who takes the city. Now this might sound a little kind of, what are you saying? Warrior taking the city, that's really good. No. This is saying it's better to have self-control than to be a bully. You know what? This says it's better to have self-control, Remus, than to flex your muscles. It's better to have self-control than sometimes to do what you know you can do. I know I'm bad enough to take the city. I know I'm bad enough to handle this, but can I have self-control? Can I have self-control when I really want to smack the piss out of somebody? Oh, come on, y'all. Don't look at me like that. There's time when people just get under your skin. And you want to just haul off and just smack them. That's right, Lance, with the big hand. Can you know what I'm saying? Can you display self-control at that time? And it ain't easy. Especially when somebody taunting you. You gonna do what? What? Say what? What you talking about? What? All in your face? They taunting you. And you trying your best. Look, go ahead. Look, I'm trying to tell you, you don't want this. And then you gotta start doing like the thugs do it. I'm trying to tell you, man. Trying to tell you. You don't want none of this. You don't want none of this. Go ahead. Go ahead, man. See, it's something about this that just really kind of, kind of adds the thing to it. It's hard. It's hard because you really don't want to do it. But when people are taunting you, and that's like when the enemy just nagging you so bad. Just nagging you so bad. And people keep doing stuff to you that's against your peace and break your peace and break your will. Can you really, really, really pull out self-control and walk away? That's why we have domestic violence, because dudes don't know how to walk away. Guys don't know how to walk away. Y'all saying you're right, but guess what? It ain't just the guys now. Some of y'all women smacking them dudes too. Oh, come on, tell the truth now. Stop beating on Remus, Shaquata. Stop beating on him. Stop. The domestic violence go both ways. But can we display self-control? Here's the problem, okay? No, look at that self-control. What's it? That's Proverbs 16:32. Or how about this one? Like a city whose walls are broken, though is a person who lacks self-control. A city that has these great walls, but it don't matter how great the walls is because the walls are broken. It don't matter how much you can sing, pray, preach, speak in tongues, shout, cut the rug. None of that stuff don't matter if when you get finished, you got something nasty to say to somebody. Oh, y'all ain't got to like this. I'm going to preach it anyway. So it's about bringing myself under subjection. It's about me getting me together. And it's about us determining in our minds that no matter who does something to us, no matter who says something to us, no matter what they do, I ain't got to do what they do. Guess what? That's right. They would cuss you out. And some of y'all got family members today that will cuss you out. But just because they cuss you out, don't mean, oh, somebody catching that, right? you ain't got to cuss them out because you're supposed to be Christ-like and displaying self-control. But see, remember, sometimes situations like that get you in trouble. Because to the untrained eye, the eye of those family members, the one that's been cussing you out, in their eyes, you seem like a punk. Yeah, you seem like a little chump. You walking away because now you're using restraint and constraint and self-control. And as you walk away, they saying stuff like, that's right, yeah, you better go sit down, you punk. You chump, go ahead. I know you went down this anyway. Go and say, look at you. Go on with your tail between your legs. And that hurts. And that cuts. Because you know it ain't true. You ever seen in the movies where the guy that was taunting the guy and he turned around and walked away and then that joker said something and he turned around and he went back and dealt with him. And sometimes that's how you feel like going back and dealing with some stuff. But God said today, you got to use self-control. Why? Because the world is watching you. And the only reason they're taunting you to really see if you really are a Christian or not, they know you go to church every Sunday and carry a great big Bible. But now they want to know how you going to act. And certain people every day will be nasty to you just to see if you're really a Christian or not. And guess what? They're being nasty. And guess what? They really don't even have nothing against you. But it's a test. Oh, come on, somebody. The Spirit of the Lord could be using that person to test you to find out, you know what? Are you a Christian today? I know you made it through yesterday, okay. Well, God said, I got to see what you're going to do today. Because tomorrow there's coming a test, and you need to pass today, oh my God, in order to be able to get the blessing on tomorrow. Look at somebody besides a neighbor, there's an app for that. Goodness, my goodness, my goodness. Do you notice, though, that our definition of self-control typically centers on what? Deprivation. The typical definition of self-control centers